What's up, guys? Klein Guy John here for another Tool Review Tuesday, TRT. And today's tool review is Klein Tools Hybrid Pliers. Now they're called Hybrid Pliers for a reason. As you can see, these pliers come with stripping holes, 14, number 12, and 10 solid on one side, and on the other, 16, 14, and 12 for stranded. It also comes with 632 and 832 shear cutters. These pliers also have non-insulated crimper for crimping non-insulated terminals. Now, these pair of pliers, man, I gotta tell you, they're great. These pair of pliers are awesome. I love them. They're my favorite. And also, what it has is a really good side cutters. Real sharp. Real sharp. I think they're the best out of the original line of lineman pliers. I gotta hand it to Klein Tools, man. You guys really made a really good pair of pliers here for us electricians, HVAC techs, and low voltage techs. What I like about it, well, first off, the lightweight. And it comes with the journeyman handles, so it's got good grip. The knurl head is awesome when you want to push in wire inside of a box. You're reaming out 1/2-inch EMT to 3/4 EMT. It reams it out beautifully. I like also is the stripping. Now, the strip holes, they're sharp and they strip clean wire really good. So here I am at an actual job site using the Klein Tools Hybrid Pliers. And you see how easily I'm stripping the wires, cutting the wires, and preparing them to be terminated to a wall sconce that I'm preparing to install. Very good quality of the tool, no fatigue, and no hassle of usage on the tool. You can use the knurl head to just make loops, and with that case I like to just sort of get the wire halfway in the jaws and then just basically make a loop. Boom, done. If you want to close it up more, you can just basically do this just to give it a little nice hook. It also twists wire really well. It grabs the wires and you can just twist a bunch of wires into it. The same amount you would on a normal pair of lineman pliers. Now I just wanted to show you guys, this is on my left, or to the right, is the previous model. This is the Klein Journeyman lineman pliers. Now these pliers are pretty old now, a couple years old actually. And this is the J12, I'm sorry, the J213 9NECRN. It comes with the two set of strippers from number 12 to 10 solid. That is strips from solid to number 12 to 10 solid, and number 14 to number 12 stranded. Now see the big difference here. You see how like the side cutters are a lot shorter, so I wasn't able to basically just cut MC wire. It was very hard to cut multiple wires in an MC jacket. With the hybrid, they designed it that the side cutters are longer. You can fit more wire and cut much more precisely and with like less effort. These pliers were my favorite. I liked it because it was very convenient to have these on the lineman pliers. Because when you're stripping wire with linemans, they tend to nick the wire. When they came out with these set of pliers, I liked them. You know, they were really good. They're really strong. They came with the crimper and everything. So, but I felt like, damn, man, you know, they should make something better. Because over time, these strip holes, they wore out. So there was no way for me to, except for the fact that I had to use the side cutters to strip wire, and it was a pain in the ass, which I hate doing. So when these guys came out, this pair came out, it was just to me it was like an electrician's dream to have. Plus it reduces the amount of tools you want to have in your tool pouch. As you can see the size difference. Since this is the 9-inch, this is the 8-inch. Now, I even tested by weight. Like, to feel the lightness of this tool in my hand. This has so much weight. It has a lot more weight than it does with this. And it's the same material, and look how thin it is. You can get into tight spaces with the hybrid pliers rather than the regular alignments. Cool, huh? I'd say if you are an electrician, or if you're an apprentice on his way to becoming an electrician, pick yourself up these guys. This set of bad boys right here. These bad boys they're awesome. Pick one up at your nearest Home Depot, electrical supply house as well. I want to show you also the shear cutting. Now, those of you who don't know what shear cutters are, they're basically these threaded holes. You got 632 screw. You want to, cut it to length. You got a really long length screw here. So really, you want to open it up a little bit, linesman. You want to kind of get the screw in there, right on through the linesman. You can see here. I use my Milwaukee impact driver just to screw it faster through. So you could adjust the length of it. And what I like to do is, I'll take this wire here. If you see this centered point here, where the joints are, that's where it cuts. I'm going to line it up right there, and you cut it. Take out the other end. Clean cut screw, no problem. Then you got the 832. Now the 832 is a little thicker than 632 and requires a little more force, a little more oomph. Let's make it really short. I'm gonna make it really short. I use two of my hands and then bam. Now I do this to sort of remount the end because you get a little bit of a extra deburring on the screw. So I'll just unscrew it. There you go. You got yourself a size screw. These babies cut clean through machine screws. Also, what I like about it, you see this this semi-hex rectangular opening? You can just actually adjust it for different size hex heads like this bolt here, this 3/8 bolt, with a 7/16 hex head. You can still grip it. And if you ever get one of those really tight bolts and you need something to give you a little, torque to it, just basically line it up and you just turn it around. And it lines up beautifully too. It grasps the head of the nut, the hex head. So it's really good for that too. It's really good for that. I like the fact that they do this with all the pliers. Now, not a lot of electricians that I know use it for that, but when I started using, they kind of like say, "Oh my God, that's like cool! Like, how did you know you can use it for that?" Well, yeah, that's what that's for. You can even use it to clean out and deburr your pipe. I like to do that. Just go around the outside and it deburrs it. But over here, this right here, these edges here, they burr out the edge, the cut edge of your pipe. So I would prefer, if you're gonna do pipe reaming, use a pipe reamer for a 1-inch to its required size. Also, it cuts wire really good. The side cutters, look at this, cuts wire effortlessly. Cool. Now I don't have enough number 12 wire here to twist the wires together, but take my word for it, the neural jaw head, the neural jaw here, it grips wire very well. Better than actually the original lineman pliers that you use every day. What more can you ask from Klein? I mean, it's slim and sleek. It's very strong. It's well made. I mean, this baby it's really good. I mean, I hear a lot of electricians out there, and they say, well, you know, it's too light, it's too small. I don't feel like I'm going to have enough out of it. You know, it might break. I've had this now for the past 6 months. It's a little beat up. I marled up the handles just so I could identify that it's my tool. You know, I had put some sort of identification. And I finally did with a soldering iron, put my initials here. These pliers are really well made. I mean, they're tough enough to last for years. Now, what I do recommend that these pliers don't be used as a hammer. Now, I'll tell you why. Now, these pliers, see, I've beaten up these pliers, and they're still good. This pair of pliers here, the Journeyman pliers with the wire strippers, they still hold up well. Now, I would recommend, and I highly recommend this, is that don't use your lineman pliers or any type of lineman pliers as a hammer. Now, I know some of you guys out there who are electricians say, oh, you can use it for anything. You could blast through sheetrock, poke holes through it, and whatnot. I don't like it. And I don't like the idea of doing that. It's not what it's really meant for. It's meant for cutting, stripping, and that's about it. And crimping, if you have a crimper built into the tool. That's what it's used for. Plain and simple. Use your tools properly, take care of them, and they'll last you for a lifetime. They'll last you a long time. And they'll save you a lot more money in the long run. The reason why I say don't use it as a hammer is because if you notice there's a bevel joint here where you open the tool and you see it moving, right? I say don't use it as a hammer. I've seen 3 electricians in my lifetime, in my career so far, have used and abused these tools. But it's not just this model. It's all the other models. It's even this model. But I seen a guy with a pair of nitpicks whacking away with it like a hammer, and eventually it stopped opening. It would not open because he mushroomed the inner joint, the bevel joint. I've seen 2 electricians do this with actual Klein Tools, lineman pliers. And I'm not saying this. I haven't seen this get jammed up yet, but particular ones like these. Bang away, and the joint mushroomed in slowly but steadily over time. Mushroomed in, and sometimes their pliers will stay stuck like this, open. They can't close it, and they can't open it even further. What happens? They throw it away. I've seen 2 instances happen with these Journeyman pliers, or one instance with a Journeyman plier and one with a regular plastic dipped handle plier. I'm telling you right now, guys, it doesn't matter what you say. Oh, it was probably cheaply made. Oh, it was defective. Nah. Guys told me, man, I had these pliers for 4 years. I had these pliers for 10 years. You're whacking away at this joint, and you're slowly but steadily mushrooming in the joint. And what happens? It gets stuck. Okay? I've seen this. It seated too far deep, and it's sticking out, and it got stuck on a guy's pair of pliers, lineman pliers. It's ridiculous. And it says on the warning label, when you open up a catalog of a Klein tool catalog, or in the back of the packaging, it'll tell you do not use a hammer or chisel or anything like that, because you will damage the tool. And that's what happened. If you go online or contact Klein Tools, they will tell you, yes, the tool was crafted and it's built to last. It could go through anything, but they will tell you not to use it as a hammering tool. The reason for that is this joint will slowly mushroom in or be forced out depending on how and which side you hit it on. And the tool will be done. It will no longer be useful and you'll end up throwing it away. It will be unrepairable at that time. If you apprentices out there have a pair of pliers like these, a set of pliers like these, and you're starting off with, my advice to you, to a DIYer, or even a 4th year or junior mechanic, do not use your pair of pliers as a hammering tool. You will slowly, over time, degrade the tool, damaging it, and it will be inoperable. If you want to hammer in anchors or bust through holes, carry a 12-ounce or 16-ounce hammer. Preferably steel hammer, not a wood or a fiberglass, but an all-steel hammer. So that way your other tools, your hand tools such as your pliers or any other tool, does not be used as a device to strike or cause blow into an item, certain materials in the certain applications you're using it for. So I would suggest do not use your pliers as a hammer. I've seen it happen where the pliers got damaged. Don't do it. Now, if you're going to sit there and tell me, well, you know, I had mine for 20 years and blah, blah, blah. It hasn't happened yet. Well, it may not happen now, may happen later, may happen tomorrow, who knows? But when it does happen, don't say I didn't warn you. You want to save money and take care of your tools, and such as this particular tool or any type of alignment pliers you have, don't use it as a hammer. The crimper feature, last but not least, almost forgot about that. So I got here number 12. I got these dolphin crimp connections, just as an example. Actually, let me just cut that there, right? I push the dolphin connector in. That's where you wanted to have it grab onto the wire. There you go. Boom. Won't come out. It crimps not insulated and non-insulated connectors, but mostly non-insulated. But you can use uninsulated. I used these crimpers before on insulated connections, and they work just fine. I guess that's everything about these pliers. If you want to know more, look up on kleintools.com and find out more. Also, if you like this video, share it with your personal tradesman, your fellow electrician, or your fellow co-worker, HVAC tech, hell, even carpenter. Carpenters even use lineman pliers if they're doing general contracting work. So, even a plumber. Would I use this for everyday use? Yes, of course. I use it for everyday use on the job. I'm stripping wires every day. I'm twisting. I'm making hooks. I'm using it to twist crimp wires, crimp connections. I'm even using it to cut 832s and 632s. I use it every day, and it's an amazing tool. Klein has really done their homework when it comes down to the electrical trade, and it comes down to pliers. And they have listened to the tradesmen in the field of what they are looking for, what they need in the tool. And I gotta tell you, this tool right here, this will be your best friend in the field. If you are doing electrical work, if you're an electrician or an HVAC tech, a general contractor or a plumber, doing just little minor electrical, this is going to be your best friend. Thanks for watching my video. Thanks for being here. If you liked the video, smash that like button, comment below, and subscribe and share. Don't forget, guys, be safe out there when you're dealing with electrical work. Time and time again, there have been incidents where electricians, such as myself, will get hurt, injured, or even killed. So if you're working on electrical, any electrical based work, please be careful and shut the power off. Always remember to shut the power off. And if you're working live and you have no choice as an electrician, be sure you have someone with you at all times. Never work alone. I say this because I have lost somebody in this trade, and unfortunately he met his demise, and you know, it's something that I don't want to ever go through or ever see again from another fellow electrician. So please, guys, if you are an electrician or HVAC tech, plumber, general contractor, please always remember, don't work live, work with the power off. Double check that your power is off, and then work. And if you have no choice but to work live and you don't have much experience, call a licensed electrician to deal with the matter. If you are a licensed electrician or trained electrician, always be cautious. Know the steps to take when wiring live. And also have someone with you who's also trained in your field. And have them stand by to help you in case you do fall into a live circuit and you need to have someone there to save your life, or call 911. So please, guys, be very careful out there in the field. Electricity is not something to mess with. You may have respect for it, but always remember, electricity has no respect for you. So anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. If you like that video, want to see more, go on and hit that like button down below. Also, tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. You guys want to see more tool reviews, tool demonstrations, some job site tag-alongs? What are you waiting for? Subscribe! Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one.